So you want to know, what does it cost to live here in Jackson, Mississippi? Well, you've come to the right place because we're covering everything from housing, utilities, and transportation to food, healthcare, and taxes. It's all here, so stay tuned. What's going on, everybody? My name is Jared Laster with Keller Williams here in the Jackson, Mississippi metro area. And in this video, we're talking about everything to do with the cost of living here in Jackson. And if you're watching this and you're thinking about moving to the Jackson area, I want you to know we help tons of people all the time moving to Jackson. We absolutely love doing it. We'd love to help you out. The only way we can do that is if you reach out to us and give us a call, shoot us a text, an email, or even break out your megaphone. Because it's really whatever you have to do to get in touch with us, that's what you need to do so we can help you get to your new home here in Jackson. But if you're not quite ready to make that call yet, or even if you are, we've got a lot of great helpful content that's going to be coming out on this YouTube channel. So if you're not already, go down, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you click that bell so that you'll get notified every time we go live. Let's dive in to the cost of living here in Jackson. All right, so we're going to start with the biggest cost you're going to have when you're moving anywhere, and that's housing. So whether you're going to rent or you're going to buy, let's look at the numbers and see what it's going to take to have a home here in Jackson. So if we're looking at the city of Jackson, we're actually going to see that the numbers are going to be much more affordable than the average numbers for the country as a whole. So if you look in the city of Jackson, you're going to see a median home price around $134,000. And that's going to be one of the more affordable areas in the whole metro area. It's not the most affordable, but it's one of them. If we go up to Madison or Flowood, Clinton, you're going to see a broad spectrum, and I'll show you here. If we actually look up towards Madison, you can see it's just vastly different. So if you're looking there in Madison, you're going to see numbers closer to $280,000. Or if you jump over to the Clinton area, you're going to see more about $159,000. So that's you can see we've got some lower areas, some higher areas, and a lot of places in between. Now that's if you're buying a house. So if you're going to be looking to rent your home, you're going to be looking around for a 2-bedroom in the whole Jackson metro area, about $867 for an average. I can tell you this is going to vary a lot from area to area. So you can see places probably as low as around $600 or $700. Other places you may see $2,000 for a 2-bedroom. So it's just depending on where you are in the area. If you look at that compared to the United States as a whole, it's going to be much cheaper. So once you're in your new home, you're going to need to see how much it's going to cost to actually live there. So let's look at utility prices. Pretty much for the area as a whole, your electricity bill is going to run about $120 to $150. Gas is going to be about $20 to $30. We really aren't going to use much gas outside of cooking and things like that most of the year. It really doesn't get that cold here during the winter either. So not a lot of money there. Water is going to be about $30 to $40, depending on, of course, how much you use, how big your family is, and what area you're in. It is a little cheaper in some areas like Flowood. I know over there it's typically runs about $30. The city of Jackson, it could run higher, maybe $50 or $60 for about the same usage. So once you're living in your new home here in the Jackson area, you're going to want to actually get out of the house sometimes. You'll probably need to go to work or whatever else you want to do. So to do that, you've got a couple options, but really I would say by and large, most people are just going to have a car and you're just going to go that route. There's not a ton of, there's no public transportation options outside of the city of Jackson. Now if you do live in the city of Jackson, you do have J-Tran. That'll get you around there for $42 a month. You get the pass, you can go everywhere you need to go in the city of Jackson. But outside that, you're going to need to walk, bike, or drive a car. So since you're going to be driving yourself around a lot, you're probably going to be concerned about gas prices. Right now with COVID-19, prices have just gone through the floor. I mean, you can get gas for about $1.20, $1.30 a gallon at some places around the area. But typically, if you look back over the last year, you're going to see averages closer in the range of $2 to $2.50 a gallon, depending on what time of year it is and where you are. So now we've covered the basic having a place to live and getting around the area costs of living in Jackson. What about when you do want to go somewhere, you want to get something to eat? Well, if you want to go out to eat, a nice sit-down meal is probably going to be around $50 to $60, depending on where you go in the area. Not say you can't find some places cheaper than that, and there's definitely plenty that cost a little more. I'd say that's a good average to expect at most kind of casual dining restaurants. If you're going to cook at home, got some good news for you. Grocery prices here are actually a little bit less than what you'd find on the national average. Some sites put it about 11%, depending on the day that you're looking at, cheaper than what you'd find as a whole in the United States. Now that we got all those numbers out of the way, let's go over and look at taxes in the Jackson metro area and the state of Mississippi as a whole. Pretty much anywhere you go, you've got sales taxes, property taxes, and income taxes. Well, here our sales tax as a base rate for the state is going to be 7%. You will see that actually kind of fluctuate some in different cities and other areas. They've got kind of special industry taxes on some things and not others that may bump that up to around 8 or 9%, depending on where you are. But for overall the whole state, the rate is 7%. You can compare that over in Alabama, they're at 10%. But if you look towards Louisiana, they're actually at 4.45%. So we're not the cheapest, but we're definitely not the highest either when it comes to sales tax. If you look at property taxes, you will see that the state of Mississippi as a whole, and definitely here in the Jackson metro area, property taxes are going to be lower than national average. Now, if you look in the city of Jackson and Hinds County, they are going to be higher there than you'll find over in Rankin County or in Madison County. But regardless of where you are, if you compare it to cities in other states, you're going to find that you're going to be paying less here in the Jackson area than you are there in most places. And then the last remaining type of tax that you'll have to deal with, income tax. Here in Mississippi, we do have an income tax, but it's not too bad compared to some states elsewhere. Here you're going to be looking at a maximum rate of 5%, but there's 3 brackets, 3, 4, and 5. 5 being the highest that you will pay in income taxes here in Mississippi. And the last cost we want to look at here as we're going down the list of major costs that you're going to have to deal with, we do want to look at health costs. If you look at healthcare costs for the Jackson area and Mississippi as a whole, you'll see that we're pretty close to the national average as far as what things will cost. Maybe just slightly higher, just 2 to 3% maybe, depending on, again, where you are exactly and your other factors that are going to be unique to you. Okay, so that's most of the cost that's going to give you an idea of what it costs to live here in Jackson. I do want to show you a little bit more on a map. I'm going to show you just the different areas and kind of how some areas vary from others. So let me pull that up for you now. Okay, so as you look at the map, you're going to see right there in the center, the city of Jackson is going to be that lighter color. And on this map, if you look at the chart at the bottom, it shows you that the U.S. average as an index here for cost of living is about 100. And the city of Jackson is going to be all the way down here between 72 and 75. So that's telling you it's going to be very affordable. So if you're looking for, city living, you want to be in the middle of everything, and, especially if you want to be able to walk to some shops and things like that, the Fondren area would probably be my pick for something like that. It's a nice place down there. There's lots of shops. Everything's close together. It's easy to get to. And you're in the most affordable area, probably one of the most affordable areas in the country. Moving outside the city though, if you don't mind going out to the suburbs, there's some really nice areas over in Flowood, Madison, Brandon, Clinton, all around really. There's great places. You can see if you go down to Pearl, it's going to be a little more affordable than some of the other areas, Pearl, Richland, Clinton. You can move up, obviously, as you can see on the map here, Flowood, Madison. There's a lot of new construction going on in those areas. A lot of people moving out that way. Things are just kind of spreading out. So you got a lot of new places that way, and that's kind of driving the prices up a little bit more out there. All right, everybody, so that's going to about wrap it up. As you can see, the Jackson, Mississippi metro area, the whole area is going to be a pretty affordable place to live. You compare this to other places you could go, you're going to be saving a lot of money moving here. Again, if you're new to this channel, make sure you go down, hit that subscribe button, and click the bell, because you're going to want to see the videos we've got coming out that will give you all the information you need as you get ready to plan your move to Jackson. And if you are thinking about moving, you're planning an upcoming move, or you're just kind of researching it out, you need to get in touch with us. So go ahead, give us a call, shoot us a text, send an email, or even break out your magnifying. Because really, it's whatever you got to do to get in touch with us, because we've got your back moving to the Jackson Metro. Thank y'all so much for watching this one. We'll catch you later.